Good morning, Schrute Stocks family. Today is February 21st, 2021. Beautiful Sunday morning. Yeah, right out of here where I'm at, it's like 8 degrees. I don't know what it's like for you guys. It is freezing cold here though. And so, guys, I just want to say, if you haven't subscribed yet to this family, you really need to. We are looking to become millionaires. If that's something you're interested in, I highly recommend joining this community. You will not find, I know every other YouTuber says this, every other one I've seen has said this, that, oh, you'll never find one like this. I really challenge you to find one like this one. There's only a handful, because the thing here that we're trying to do is, yeah, we're trying to grow up into $1 million portfolio, but I'm not just calling all the shots here. Look at my last video. I'm asking you guys, which plays do you think I need to go into? I'm asking you guys, do you have recommendations for me? And that's why I'm making this video here, guys. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing it. All right. I got the feedback from you guys yesterday, right? And what I was saying is I wanted to change up some plays because I had a lot of solid long-term potentials. But, you know, we have like a 2-year time frame, and I don't know if it's going to happen with it. So I looked at everything you guys were saying. So man, it sucks. I really want to I might keep some VJC, but we'll see. What I did my research on, I looked at everything you guys told me, and here's the plays that I'm going to be doing, all right, guys? I think I'm going to cash out of VJC, okay? This VJC, I have a huge chunk of money in, almost 35 grand. I'm going to cash out from there. I might take money out from skills, all of these other smaller ones as well. I'm going to just take out, except Mara. I'll just keep like IPOE, INUV. Actually, no, I'm going to keep these because they're red. Well, once they're green, I'm going to take the money out. I'm going to take money out from VGAC on Monday. All right, guys. And I actually might take a little bit of cash out from Zomedica as well, maybe like 5 grand or something like that. And what I'm going to put the money into is this, guys, right here. I looked at all the suggestions you guys said, but I did not see anyone mention this. So this is what I did after my own DD. Rocket Mortgages. You guys might have heard of this company, right? Rocket Mortgage. I used to see a lot of commercials for them and all that. Guys, this company is it's revolutionary in a lot of ways with how they're trying to do their online mortgage and that whole process. Because if you've ever had to get a mortgage, you can really tell, as anyone who's gotten one, it's a pain in the butt. But that's not why I'm getting in this right now, okay? Because that would also be another long term. This is not a long term hold for me, guys. So what's going to happen here is, on, I think, the 25th, yeah, so today's the 21st. On the 25th, they are going to be having earnings report on the 25th, guys. That's on Thursday. So here's how I want to play it, all right? What I think we should do, this is what I'm thinking. Taking the money out from VGAC, putting it into Rocket Mortgage, and I did enough research on this, guys. Rocket Mortgage is going to crush it in this report. There is, I did enough research to convince me on it. But here's the thing. Remember what I said? What's the rule of the stock market game, guys? You buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. So what we're going to do is get in on this on Monday and then cash out. I don't know. We'll see, like Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll see it like that. But it's going to be around, I'm expecting a drop off come Friday. Okay. So we're going to time it like that because I want to make some money off of that 35 grand sitting in VGAC. And then what I'm going to be doing, because I looked at the other stuff you guys were saying. So what I'm really thinking is I'm going to put money into Rocket Mortgage on Monday, cash out, let's say Thursday, I don't know, Thursday afternoon, okay? Let's say like 3 o'clock Thursday. Or either Thursday afternoon or Friday morning. I have to see, okay? And we have to see what the stock is doing. Then what we're going to do is take the money from that gain, and we're going to put it into two plays that you guys showed me, and I did my DD on this, and thank you. I can't even say thanks enough because I would have never looked into this before. One of them is this one right here. I think RX. Oops. Ctxr. This one. Ctxr Pharmaceuticals. Guys, this company is game-changing technology. All I can say is when I did my research on this company, I am like so convinced of this stock. Now, here's the thing with this company, guys. Ctxr. If you invest in this company, there's a lot of talk about it right now. So if you were to get in on it on Monday, which I was considering, maybe I was really thinking maybe I should just put my money on this on Monday. But I think this is actually going to see a drop off come Wednesday or Thursday. You know, because I think there's too much hype around it right now that when people see, wait, it's not doing as much, right? It's not doing as much, they're going to try to cash out. Because even if you look in the last week, look what happened here. It ran up 30. I know they had, I think they had like an offering last week, but even still, look what happened. It just had a 50% run up. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. I want to put money from, because this company, guys, if you take a look into it, what they're doing is, if you ever have to get like if you ever know someone maybe in your family or a loved one, someone you might know who had to get dialysis, cancer, central, even if you're just in a regular emergency setting, you have to get a central line put in. One of the first, let's say you have a gunshot wound, that's what they do. One of the biggest issues of putting in these lines in people, you can get exposed to staph, like you guys must have seen in TV shows like staph infection. If you get a staph infection, that can be deadly. It can really be deadly because this bacteria, it gets immediate access to the blood or urine in that situation if it's dialysis, and this can be very troubling. And so what this company is doing, they're not just preventing this thing from happening. They're actually treating patients who have this. I just want you to think of how many people must have cancer, dialysis, all of these things. Guys, I really recommend you do your own DD, and if you're trying to do one of the best people I've seen who went into this is I think it was Stock Walrus, or man, I'm messing up his name. But if you just type in this ticker symbol and then Walrus, WALRUS, watch the video this guy gives. Very good. Now look, with that said, don't just go off of any YouTube video, guys. I don't care how great the DD is that he does. Please look into it yourself. Even if you do the same research that he's presenting, even if you look up the same protocols that he's selecting, just go on your own computer, type it all in for yourself, and read it for yourself. Copy it word for word if that's what he's doing. You can do it. But guys, the reason why I emphasize this so much, because this day and age, guys, I want you to think of how many stock market professionals are there. You have me, Kevin. You have Chris Sane, Stockmo, Larry Jones, Keenan. You have Trades. You have Stock Walrus, all these people. And not to say anyone's worse or better than the other. It's just like, guys, there's too many people, and you can't be putting money in every single play. That's all I can say. You can't, because if I were to do that, I'm gonna have $5 in all these plays. What's the best thing that can happen if it doubles the $5? You don't want that, guys. I recommend watching his video. Watch a few other videos if you need, and then take whatever synopsis that you guys can get. Do your own research with it and see if that is enough to convince you, such that, let's say this stock plummets tomorrow or whatever in the next time frame, and it plummets down to 75 cents. Will I buy more? Would I be willing to purchase more? That's the question. that's the only question you got to ask yourself. If you see this thing go to 75 cents, would you buy more? And to me, I was able to convince myself the answer is yes, because I looked into who their CEOs are, what their backing is, their financials, the potential, the market that they're trying to address. Guys, there's no competitors. This is a no competitive field, and they have like a early approval access with the FDA. So they're really looking for, I think 6 to 12 months. I think they can get approved for phase 3 trials. Phase 2 trial for this drug that they're coming out with, 100% efficacy, 100% in treating this bloodborne issue, like the staph infections and for central line access. Guys, 100% efficiency. I want you to look up. I want you to look up any medicine in your drawer right now which can do 100% efficacy. This is why I'm saying I have so much. Not to say you can just go off of that. You can't just go off of that, but it gives very good conviction when you see something like that, along with their technicals, along with what's their budgetary thing. The biggest red flag for these people, they do not make money right now. They're really just going off of cash on hand. And this market cap here, 150 million, guys. This is going to be so much more. So that's one play I want to get into. Another one you guys showed me in the comments. Sensionics, guys. This is a diabetes monitoring system. If in that video I posted like like a day or two ago about Clover Health, that with Chamath's interview on that. If you go back and watch that whole, I really recommend watching his whole video. But he talks about, very interesting in that interview itself. That was a 3-year-old interview. He talks about how revolutionary having a glucose monitoring system that's in your, in the patient's body, that can detect it real time and send that signal to a chip when in, like, let's say the patient's phone, and then that can be relayed to the doctor, and how revolutionary that could be. Guys, that's what this company is doing. That's exactly what this company is doing, guys. And here's the thing. This is why I want to get in on it this week, because on March 4th, they're having earnings. They're having earnings report for Q4 of 2020. And even if the earnings aren't good, guys, you're going to have big rumors. Now, with all that said, I'm going to keep this company for probably close to like at least a year. Like, I'm going to see how it ends up doing, over the next few months, because they have a few things in the pipeline that they're trying to get the, I think, 180-day monitor for the diabetic monitoring. A few things that are waiting FDA approval, and these things have already been approved in Europe. So it's like, it's a no-brainer why it wouldn't already. There's a lot of good research on this. I spent a lot of time yesterday looking up this company and that other Ctxr one. All I'm going to say is this, guys. So the overall game plan that I'm looking to do here. Okay, I'm going to take the money from VGAC. I'm going to get out of this one, all right? It sucks, but it's still a good play, guys. If you guys want to keep VGAC, 23andMe, I still think it's a solid long-term hold. I don't take back anything I said. It's just I have to change the game plan here, because I have to grow this in 2 years. If you want to switch up any of these other long-term, like instead of skills, you want to go with I still think that's a good thing to do. So I'm going to be cashing out VGAC, putting it into Rocket on Monday. Then I'm going to see how the market does, Wednesday, Thursday, and at the latest Friday morning. That's the latest I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going to take the money out from Rocket Mortgage, and I'm going to split it between Sens and Ctxr Pharmaceuticals. Okay, Sensionics and Ctxr Pharmaceuticals. I'm going to split the money like that. I don't know if I'm going to do 50-50 or what the ratio might be. Depends how much money I have. The only thing that can go wrong here, guys, I take the money out from VGAC, put it into Rocket, and then Rocket doesn't do well, guys, that's going to be a disaster here. So I'm telling you, this is high risk. Look, $35,000 is a big chunk of money. That's a year salary, honestly. I was making that just a few years ago at my job. So it's a lot of money. So don't mimic this completely if you don't feel safe, guys. Remember, this is Schrute Stocks family. I know we said we're a family, but I am not a financial expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just doing I'm doing my research, and I'm trying to get this thing to start growing to 1 million, and I want all of us to become millionaires. All right, guys. This is the play I'm going to be doing. I know some other people mentioned, so these are high risk ones that I'm more on the higher risk side of things that I'm doing. If you guys want to do a safer play, but still really good gains you could be making, you could go into Neo and Palantir technology. So that's another idea that I was also, guys, remember, this might change throughout the week if I notice something different. But what I'm thinking I may end up doing is, another idea that I had was taking money out from the Rocket Mortgage play, like Wednesday, Thursday, whatever time I do it. And then honestly splitting it amongst the 4 companies of Neo, Palantir, Sensionics, and Citius Pharmaceuticals. Now, obviously, the percentage is not going to be 25, 25, 25. It's not going to be, equally split. But those are the 4 plays of everything I saw you guys showed me yesterday, and I did my research with all. I looked into every single thing you guys told me. I really did. Those are the 4 plays that I really did think are going to do well. I might tweak some things, like I'm saying, guys. Some of the plays here. Zomedica, I'm really thinking maybe just actually taking some of the money out to put into, let's say, like a Palantir or something like that, because I have to start like thinking of the next play, guys, because March is right around the corner, so we got to start thinking what's the next move with that. Another thing some people were mentioning was to go put more money into Mara and Riot for Bitcoin, and I think that's a good idea. And here's why I'm not going to be doing it, though. Okay, here's why I'm not. If you have not gotten any skin in the game in Bitcoin, and you're still like a little bit confused how to do it, what to do, what not to do, these are good stocks if you're more comfortable with just holding on to stocks. This Mara's a good play, Riot's also a good play, because they're Bitcoin mining companies, so they're gonna follow. If Bitcoin goes up, they're gonna go up. If Bitcoin goes down, they go down. But here's the thing, guys. So for me, I don't have as much money to put into these stocks because I put a lot of my, I do have holding in Bitcoin itself. I use the link at the bottom. I have it there called BlockFi. So I used to use Coinbase for years now. I've been like involved with like crypto, altcoin, things like that since like 2015. Yeah, I want to say 2015 I got in on it. And I've seen so many companies come and go, and what the advantages they can give, which ones they can't. And here's why I'm not the biggest fan of Coinbase. Coinbase has been there the longest, but they charge money every time you want to do a transaction. That's how they make money, So like, if you want to buy Bitcoin, it's going to cost you more money to do it, if that kind of makes sense. Like, it's trying to say, like, let's say today you want to trade your dollars to euros, they charge a little, they charge like a fee. And I don't know, like, I'm just looking to make my money turn into Bitcoin, not like pay extra to do it. And that's why I'm using BlockFi, because the other thing is with BlockFi, guys, they give you interest on the money that you're going to have. So if you're just looking to hold Bitcoin to begin with, you can make interest on it anyway. It's like 3.5% or something like that. Dude, even if it's a 1%, whatever it is, 3% is great. This is just something that you're just going to be holding on to anyway. For like, I'm going to hold it at least a decade, so I'd have nothing to lose. And this is a company I feel very safe with, like, keeping my Bitcoin in and things like that. So if you guys were interested in Bitcoin, I highly recommend checking out BlockFi. You don't have to use my link or anything like that. You guys can do your do your own DD. That's the theme of 2021, all right? But do your own research, see which companies you like. If you don't feel comfortable just buying Bitcoin, then you can put money in Mara and Riot, those sort of stocks. That's fine too. I just recommend, me personally, I don't want to have as big of a position in stocks, because here's the thing: at the end of the day, when I want to cash out from this, I was going to say you have to pay tax, and you're going to have to pay tax with Bitcoin too. I don't know, guys. I feel like actually having the coins one day may prove to be more worthy than having the stocks, if that kind of makes sense. I see some point in the future where actually having the coins can be more worthy than having like the cash held up like this. Not that it's a bad decision. don't like skew my words, okay? So I think that's gonna wrap up my video, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So yeah, that's Sunday morning update. Just gonna be taking the money from VJC, putting into Rocket. Then we're gonna swing trade Rocket, put that money from Rocket into Sensionics and Citius Pharmaceuticals. Maybe put a little extra in Palantir and Neo, because those are good plays as well. And take things from there, guys. Yeah, that's everything I have. Thanks again. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please join in on this family, guys. We're all gonna make it to $1 million. We're all gonna make it there at different times, but we're all gonna make it there. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support I've been given. Some people have been telling me you guys want to hear me do a live stream one day, things like that. Guys, this gives me so much enjoyment to hear this, because I don't know. It really does feel like we're like family growing together. I don't know how else to emphasize this because I'm not just listening. You guys aren't just listening to me blindly, and I'm not having to listen to you guys blindly. Like we're really collaborating. It really feels like that. And guys, let me know in the comments. You know, what plays are you guys thinking of? Let me know if you think what I'm thinking here is dumb. Please, please. I don't want to lose the 35 grand. If you think there's a red flag that I'm doing, something like that, please let me know, and you know, we can take it from there. All right. Thanks again for everything, guys. Tomorrow's Monday, so I'm gonna catch up with you then. All right. Bye.